Good evening, girls. I've already given you the solution of the problems from Model 1 queuing theory through Google Classroom. I expect every student to download the problems and go through, and here you will have an explanation. To start with the first problem, as we have seen in the introduction part, the problems under queuing theory, it is all about to find either the length of the queue or the waiting time of the queue or the probability of having the system to be idle, etc., is solved only by using the formula. So already you have got the formulas in hand for model 1. Now let us see how to use the formula in the following problems. The first problem, to be so basic, it is all we have to know how to find out the lambda value and mu value from the given data. When these two values are known to us, it is all about substituting the formula for the respective measure, and hence we get the solution. So lambda means it's nothing but average arrival rate. That means the number of customers arrive at the queuing system for per unit of time. So if I have to express my lambda value, I should express only in the form of a proportion, where it says about the number of customers expressing per unit of time. The time can be in terms of a minute or seconds or weeks or year and so on. Likewise, mu implies average service rate. That is how many number of customers are served per unit of time. So here in the first problem, so when we start with the given data, you see the data talks about a road transport company which follows single window server system, for which the customers arrive at a rate of 8 per hour. So this talks about the lambda value, because lambda means it is the average arrival rate, the number of customers arrive per unit of time. So per hour you have 8 customers arriving to a system. Therefore you consider lambda is equal to 8 per hour. This is how we have to express. We have to express both the lambda value and mu value as number of customers per unit of time. So you see 8 customers per unit of time. Unit of time is hour. So we write 8 per hour. Then the clerk can serve 12 customers on an average per hour. So serving. So when the data talks about the serving, it is nothing but mu value. So we see 12 customers are served every hour. Every hour. So this is going to tell you mu. This we are going to express mu as 12 per hour. So now we are going to find the followings from division 1. What is the average number of customers waiting for service of the clerk? So we are going to find an average number of, first measure to find is number of customers waiting for service. So waiting for the service of the clerk. So whenever, now this is implies we are going to find the length of the customers, where it is including the serving system. So number of customers waiting for service, including the system, including the service counter, which is denoted by LS. So we find I have the formula LS is equal to lambda by mu minus lambda. So we have lambda value 8, mu value 12. We substitute and we get the answer. The length of the customers waiting for service, including the person in the server, is nothing but 2 customers. We always take care both our average arrival rate as well the service rate are expressed in the same unit of time. So the data also talks about our arrival per hour, service also customers per hour. So both lambda and mu must be always expressed in the same unit of time. Only then we are allowed to substitute the respective lambda value, mu value in the following formula. So first subdivision is asked for the number of customers. Number of customers means length only. We may have the length of the customers in the queue alone or in the system. System means including the person in the service counter. So here they say waiting for service of the clerk, including the person is served. How many number of customers are waiting in the queue? So we use the formula LS. Second subdivision, what is the average time of a customer wait before getting service? So before getting service means we have to understand here again we are going to find the average time. So previous problem it was number of customers. Number of customers means L. Here they say time, average time means the notion is going to be waiting time. So again in waiting time it can be only for the customer only in the queue or the customer including the service counter. So here they say time of a customer before getting service. So when they say before getting service, it means we have to find only for the number of persons, time of a persons standing in the queue alone. So queue alone, plus we come to know they say the average time of a customer wait before getting service. So before getting service means what? He has to wait in a queue plus the person is getting served in the service counter. So we are going to have the next measure WS. WS means waiting time of a customer in the system. System means the customers in the queue alone plus the customer who is getting served in the service counter. So here they say customer wait before getting service. That means a person wait in the queue plus the timing is waiting in the queue plus the person getting served in the service counter. Including these two only said to be the waiting time of a customer in the system. So now here the formula 1 by mu minus lambda, we substitute and we find the value is 0.25. So time, the given problem expressed per hour. So whenever the time is asked, we are going to give the answer in the same unit of time per hour. We have the next question, subdivision. What is the average time for a customer in the queue? So time again talks about the waiting time for a customer in the queue. The notion is going to be WQ. So WQ is by the formula lambda by mu into mu minus